Please subscribe.
Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to another Ark Survival Evolved video. In this video I'm going to be showing you guys the best base locations within the ocean biome on Genesis. I've played this map for a while now and there are some good base locations, from starter base locations, which we'll be starting off with, to more alpha mega tribe base locations that most people know, but it's always good to know. But yeah, let's get straight into the video. Right then, jumping to the first base location. This is going to be one of the starter base locations I talked about, and you can see the coordinates on screen right now. Outside of the cave, or the kind of little bit, we've got some resources there, some metal, as well as some little animals for chitin or chilton if you need that. And inside the cave we've got tons of resources. You've got your thatch, your wood, your hide, your metal, all your crystals, your gems, your obsidian, just everything you're going to need. And on top of that, once you go a bit higher, the first base location I'm going to show you where you can build is actually for unofficial, but then a little bit lower down, a little bit less hidden, is the official base spot. And this one, guys, is really good if you just want to start off on a server and get a little starter base down. If you can come up there, you've got to find a way to get up there, being the main problem, considering flyers are disabled on Genesis. But other than that, once you can get up there, this is a great location for a starter base. No one's really going to find it. As you can see there, my game is set to official settings, and I can build everywhere. I can even build a cliff plat up here if I want. So yeah, it just depends how far into the game. I'd probably recommend this as a starter spot, maybe between a 2 or 3 man tribe, but it could go bigger if you need it to be that. And yeah, let's move on to the next spot. Right then guys, on to the second base location. As you can see, it is at those coordinates 42.6 by 45, and this is obviously a well-known rat hole. It's Curtis has obviously used it on his small tribe series, and yeah, you can see you can build all in here. Very small entrance, can't fit 2 sail bodies through it, so if you place your turrets through, you can only really be soaked by carbos on the inside, which get rid of these eels quickly. But yeah, you can build. Obviously I've got metal structures in here right now. It would probably be smarter to place tech moon pools in, because then you can breathe. But yeah, you can build in this whole area, maybe even put a shandy outside if you're not playing small tribes or official. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this base location, and on to the third one. We're going to slowly start getting bigger and bigger base locations, but I just want to say quickly, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do subscribe and drop a like on this video. And yeah, and tell me if you made it this far down in the comments. Thanks guys. Right then guys, we are finally on to the third base location. This one, it's a very strong base location for PvP because it is quite hard to raid one to build right. As you can see now, the chords are on the screen, and you can place down cliff paths outside, maybe if you want to build a shandy, or you can build some sort of tower out here. But this is the only entrance to this base spot, and it is very good, and it's possibly the best on this list until you see the space inside. It's very narrow and goes through, but it does stop here, unfortunately. If it didn't stop here, then it would be possibly one of the best base spots on Genesis, but unfortunately it does. This base spot, however, is good if you are maybe in a smaller tribe, you just want a little crafting base maybe, you want it to be defended well, and maybe not too hidden. But yeah, you can place cliff plats around the top and have a whole layer up there, and then have a layer below too, so it is quite roomy if you build it right, but yeah, it's also very easy defendable. Yeah, next spot. Right then guys, just quickly I'm going to show a sped up video of how to get down here, because it is quite a long way, but it's definitely worth it once you get down here, because there is this massive base spot. Yeah, unfortunately it does have one quite big entrance. You can see this is the main entrance here, this is on the inside, which I had to cut through. I'm not sure the inside of it. There's also one other smaller entrance which I will take you to. But yeah, as you can see, this place is absolutely massive. This is endgame tribe. You want somewhere to build, you want a massive base location, maybe somewhere for breeding. Up to you. You can do whatever you want with this ginormous base. Yeah, I know a lot of people on official use it to raise gigas and everything, but there's other small entrants. You can see where I'm pointing now. You could probably build a death wall around there, and just to stop people coming in from there, because they do try to raid it quite a lot. You can back a Megatron up through that hole. That's the other problem with these underwater spots compared to the pillars. It is Genesis, and you can get a lot of underwater tames. Obviously you can't get a lot of fly tames, so if you get a high pillar then it's good, but when you're looking at the amount of space that this place gives you for only 2 entrances that aren't that big, it is as good as you're going to get on this map. So yeah, I highly encourage you guys, if you are an endgame tribe, if you are looking for those giant bases and the massive breeding locations, maybe on PvP, maybe on PvE, come down here and give it a check out. Yeah, let's finally move on to the final, what I would consider the most alpha spot on the Genesis Ocean biome. Yeah. So guys, we're finally on to the final base location. As you can see here, this is the alpha pillar. It's at about 1560 or 1458 if you want to be specific. There it is on the map. It is in the top right hand corner, so you do only have to defend from two sides. And of course, no flyers on Genesis on official and most unofficial servers means that this is going to be pretty hard to raid, especially if you guys are online and you've got either things like Wyverns or Reapers that can just push them off the edge constantly when they try and build up. It's kind of the only way to raid this, but yeah, as you can see, you can place foundations along the top. It's relatively flat in a lot of places. I do have to flip it on for some reason. But yeah, it's quite flat on the top, so you can build quite a nice base, and you can also put cliff arts all around the edge to try and either push them down if they're building up, or maybe even put turrets on to shoot them if they're building up. Yeah, this is quite a hard online run, and you get quite a bit of space if you build up all the way to the top. So you can see it's literally only that angle that you have to defend from. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video and you did make it to the end, make sure that you write V3 or V3YT down in the comments so I can know you made it this far. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.